All right, we're down to the final two. Is it going to be a Sararak combo or Sorin Galta? Let's find out. It is Sorin Galta. So, this is the Sorin Galta deck. I have done a video deck guide on this, but that was the Golgari fight rigging version. This is the Rakdos version. So, what are we trying to do here? Well, at first glance, it's a pretty stock Rakdos mid-range list for the most part. We've got, of course, Fatal Push and Thoughtseize, because why not? Blood Tithe Harvester and Fable the Mirror Breaker, but that's where the similarities end. So we also have Voldaren Epicure, Dusk Legion Zealot, 1 Go for the Throat, 1 Heartless act as removal, and then we have Kalidas, and 4 Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. So +1, target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. If it's a vampire, put a +1 counter on it. So synergizes with all of our various vampire synergies. Also +1, you may sack a vampire. When you do, this basically lightning helixes. And our cheapo Voldarens and Dusk Legion Zealots are perfect sack fodder for that. And then most importantly, -3, you may put a vampire card from your hand onto the battlefield. And the vampires include Olivia Crimson Bride, which is a 6 mana 3/4 flying haste. When it attacks, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. It gains when you don't control a legendary vampire, exile this creature. And Galta Mavrin, 7 mana 12/12 trample. Whenever you attack, choose one. Create a tapped and attacking XX Dinosaur with trample, where X is the greatest power among other attacking creatures, so not itself. Or create X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of other attacking creatures. Our mana base is entirely Rakdos, so if we ever draw Galta Mavrin, we can't cast it. However, we can discard it to Fable or the Blood Tithe blood tokens, or in the worst case scenario, Thoughtseize, and then get it back with Olivia. So it's not completely a dead card if we draw it. Sideboard includes Duress, Noxious Grass Go, Blank Liliana of the Veil, Extinction Event, Ritual of Soot, Shieldred, Invoke Despair, Rending Volley, Hidetsugu Consumes All, and the Boat. So let's jump into the league with Sorin Galta Vampires. Oh damn, only 2 left. What the heck did I miss? So far we have played Hammer, Elves, and Garuda. What was the new viewer's choice? What do you mean? I thought I saw viewer's choice. So that was to just pick, for the viewers to just pick which deck we played next instead of leaving it to the wheel. But no one said anything, so I just spun the wheel again. All right, we are on the play for round 1 with the Sorin Galta deck. This hand's not very good, but we do have a Thoughtseize to potentially take opponent's stuff. And the most important card in the deck, Sorin, is in the hand. I'll keep. So Blightstep, Thoughtseize. Okay, well, So our main plan involves dropping a giant monster and killing them with it, so I guess I take Wandering Emperor. All right, pass over to them. Wait, Dark Souls No Death, that wasn't a meme name for a deck? No, I will be doing a Dark Souls No Death run. I don't think I'm going to succeed, but I will try. All right, Fable's a good follow-up here, so let's just play this and pass. There's a few sections in particular that I'm not sure if I can get through without dying. I think the major one's the Bed of Chaos. I don't know if I can get through that without dying. All right, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So if I were them, I guess I would just cycle Shark Typhoon and then what? Porthole the Shaman token? Yeah, cycle Shark Typhoon. Hallowed Fountain, shocking it in. Plays Portable Hole, eats the token. Drew Kalidas. So let's go discard. I'm going to discard Sorin and a land. Yeah, Sorin and a land. All right, so Haunted Ridge. Let's try to resolve Sorin. Sorin, does this resolve? It does. Minus, put Galta Mavrin into play. Pass the turn. Obviously, they can sweep this, but if they don't have a sweeper or Wandering Emperor Island. No, they have a sweeper. Okay. This flips over. So, Swamp. Probably just resolve Kalidas right now, right? So, Kalidas. And then I'm going to animate Mutavault and put a counter on the Mutavault. And then pass it back to them. White. Castle Locthwain's a great draw. All right, 5 mana. They have Rewind, Memory Deluge, and 2 unknown cards. If they have the Wandering Emperor, that sucks, but what can we do? Animate Mutavault is... I still have Castle mana up. The Reflection's really not doing anything on this board, so let's animate Mutavault. What can they do? Make a 3/3 Shark token. They might have Wandering Emperor. I guess they have Field of Ruin to blow this up too, so let's put a counter on Kalidas. All right, put a counter here, and then go to combat, swing with everything. No blocks, at least. All right, we just hit them, so back to them. Memory Deluge, sure. They are not doing anything, seemingly. All right, so activate castle on their end step. Drew a land. Back to us. Epicure. All right, so let's play Voldaren Epicure. Trigger. Let's copy it. So I'm not going to animate Mutavault here because it's better to just hold castle mana up. Let's go to combat. Swing with the team. Opponent plays Wandering Emperor. Very well. Eats Kalidas. Sure. They take one from this Voldaren, and then I can either shoot them or I can shoot Wandering Emperor. Although, if they just want to minus and make a Samurai, that's probably fine. So, play a land, plus on the Lightning Helix mode. Sack a Vampire, the temporary one, and shoot them. So they're at 5, and they still have to contend with Mutavault, these guys, and Sorin. Teferi, sure. Plus is Teferi. Tapped land. Sack the Emperor to make a Samurai. All right, let's draw a card. We drew Olivia. Olivia's pretty good. All right, minus Sorin. Put Olivia on the battlefield. Animate Mutavault. Copy Voldaren Epicure. Trigger. Fatal push the token. All right, so they're just conceding. So versus blue-white control, I want Duress, I want Noxious Grasp to kill their walkers, I want Go Blank, I want Liliana the Veil, I want Invoke Despair, I want Sheoldred, and what do I not want? Kalidas is not actually very good against them. Fatal Push is atrocious against them. Go for the Throat and Heartless Act, also bad against them. So that leaves one of the crappy vampires, so like Epicure. All right, let's run that. This is a bit awkward with having the Haunted Ridges, but I will keep. Hallow Fountain, tapped. All right, whether I run out Voldaren now or Dusk Legion is kind of irrelevant, so let's just play Voldaren, trigger, and then pass back to them. Seachrome Coast, another Black Cleave. All right, that's good. Let's attack with Voldaren, swing, then play Dusk Legion Zealot, enter, trigger, drew another land, back to them. So I guess I try to resolve Sorin, and then it'll probably get countered. All right, Haunted Ridge, Sorin. Yeah, all right, Mystical Dispute. They brought in Mystical Dispute. Huh. All right, swing, swing. And then back to them. Ooh, Thoughtseize. All right, so the move is probably Thoughtseize and then Fable. So Thoughtseize you. I was just going to jam Sheoldred into a counter spell, but now. Verdict and 2 Memory Deluges. Well, this is a lot of draw power, and I can get through a Verdict, but it puts them under a lot of pressure to find something. Also, if they want a Verdict, they have to tap out. So let's just take one of the 2 Memory Deluges and then resolve Sorin here. Put a counter on a guy and then just hit them. So counter, combat. This means that any follow-up Verdict that they have on their turn is not very good, as opposed to playing the Fable. So they Deluge now, and then they can't just keep getting hit. So they do have to do something, which will probably be Verdict. And then we get to follow up with like Sheoldred or something. Another Hallowed Fountain. I can't imagine they deluged that, so they probably just drew that for turn. They're just not going to Verdict here? All right. Play another land. Let's plus... What would they have drawn that they're not going to Verdict right now? Wandering Emperor is the only thing I can think of. If they Wandering Emperor, then I just Invoke Despair them, and they lose it. So let's plus on this one, so that if they make a Samurai, they lose the Samurai in combat. Go to combat. Swing, swing. Cycles Irrigated Farmland. All right, well, I'm going to Invoke Despair now instead of committing more to the board because, you know, Verdict. So let's just Invoke Despair and see if this resolves. Guess it doesn't resolve. All right, back to them. They're at 9. Again, they can't just, like, keep taking damage. They do have to Verdict at some point, at which point I will resolve a bomb. Teferi. Plus Teferi. All right, critically important that we get Teferi off the board, so let's attack Teferi. Castle Locthwain, which we don't have a swamp somehow. I could plus... But then if they have removal, they block. So it's better to just try to hit him and then Helix him. So go to combat, attack Teferi, going straight to damage. All right, damage, and then I will Helix mode, sack the 1-drop, and target Teferi. All right, play Fable. Opponent has a Mystical Dispute. All right, why in the world would they bring in Mystical Dispute? Unless they're just main decking it? Hall of Storm Giants. Back to us. Galta and Mavrin's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to 3 cards, one of which is Verdict. All right, so yeah, let's attack with Dusk Legion Zealot. Swing here. And then if I put Galta and Mavrin into play, they Verdict. Then I get to hold up mana to activate Castle Locthwain. So actually I should just Castle Locthwain now. And then if they Verdict, then I get to drop Sheoldred on the board. All right, so minus, put Galta and Mavrin into play. Then activate Castle. I'm doing this now, so if I draw Thoughtseize, I can Thoughtseize the verdict. All right, well, I'm not going to commit more to the board now. So pass to them. Another land. All right, so now they verdict. So, oh, it triggers on anything attacking, not just itself. I didn't realize that. I still don't have to drop Shieldred here. So let's just go Blood Tithe. See if this resolves. Trigger this, and then play a tapped land. And then I guess I'm just going to plus on the Blood Tithe, and then we will pass. Opponent not doing anything, so we activate the castle. Drew Go Blank. Go Blank is an excellent draw. And a Thoughtseize. So Thoughtseize them, veto. All right, cast Go Blank. This also incidentally eats their deluges out of the graveyard. March of Otherworldly Light on the Blood Tithe. All right, resolve Go Blank? Yes. What was the last card in their hand? It was another verdict? No. Yeah, it was another verdict. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just plussing Sorin on nothing. And then they have Hall, and they can just animate Hall to kill Sorin. But then we get to drop Shieldred. All right, pass back to them. Field a Ruin. They can field our castle as well. But if they field now, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, they get to field our castle and... Oh, they tap the Hall to do it? What? Okay. Huh. Ooh, Gul'dan Mavrin. All right, minus. Put Gul'dan Mavrin into play. It has Trample, so they have to have a removal spell. So if I put Shieldred into play right now, it just makes it vulnerable to a sweeper. So I should pass. The problem is, like, what if they just, like, resolve to Fairy and then tuck it, right? All right, let's not play around a sweeper. Let's just commit both of these. Go ahead, opponent. They've already used 2 verdicts. They have to... Yeah. They've already used 2 verdicts. 2 on the bottom. All right. Shieldred trigger. Cycle Shark Typhoon. Not even bothering to make it a 1/1 to block, even though they could. And then Shieldred hurts them even more. All right. We have won the match. On to round number 2. I think this deck actually would love to just play against like Nykthos and Lotus Field. Just turn 3, drop Gul'dan to play. So there's 3 big bomb vampires in Pioneer. It's Gul'dan Mavrin, that's the best one. Then there's Olivia Crimson Bride, and there is Lord Xander the Collector. How good is this deck, bro? Seems decent. We are on the draw for round 2. All right, this is fine. Got a good curve, 3 lands, Sorin and Fable. Oh, do they have Kahira? All right. So is this blue-white control again? Blue-white control again, boys. Black Cleave into... Is Thoughtseize or Blood Tithe better here? Or Voldaren better? I guess Thoughtseize is better. Thoughtseize. Cast out. Yeah, let's take Teferi. Over to you. Island. All right, Black Cleave. Play Blood Tithe. Opponent cycles Farmland. Field of Ruin. All right, play Blightstep. Let's just play Fable now, I guess. Why not? Play Fable. Censor. Sure. Go to combat, attack with Blood Tithe, and then pass. Not cycling Cast Out, so they're just going to use it to get rid of Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure. Fabled Passage. Fetch. Very well. Let us go ahead and Thoughtseize them. And no, let's not. I guess no, if they have Wandering Emperor, they do that instead. So yeah, let's Thoughtseize them. Memory Deluge. Resolve Thoughtseize. Absorb, Veto, Cast Out, March. Huh. So do I just take their removal spells here? I guess so. Let's take March of Otherworldly Light. They can also just cycle the Cast Out, though. I guess this taking Cast Out gives them fewer options. All right, let's take Cast Out. And then shock this in, play Sorin, plus on the Blood Tithe, combat. I know they can kill it, but this is fine. Tap land. They have to commit basically most of their turn to just marching this. Olivia. I don't have anything in my graveyard, though, from your graveyard. Let's see if they counter this. Voldaren Epicure. No, I didn't think so. So let's, pop the blood, discarding Fatal Push. Another Sorin. All right, go to combat. Swing here. So yeah, march it. And then we plus on this one. I don't need the second Sorin. I'm probably just going to pop this blood anyway. So let's do it. If I, like, find Ghalta or something, it's so much better if I wait. All right, let's wait. Plays Farmland. Plays Teferi. Minus Teferi to tuck the Voldaren Epicure. All right, so back over to me. I'm definitely cheating this in. All right, so blood token, discard a land. Another Sorin, All right, minus, put in Olivia. Combat, attack Teferi. Then back over to them. And their hand is just 2 counter spells and 1 other card. Kahira into hand, and then just play Kahira? No, not playing Kahira. Huh. Okay, let's plus on Olivia, and then go to combat, swing. They go to 8, let's play Voldaren Epicure, and then they counter that. Oh, I should have played this first, right? So that Olivia could have brought it back. Yeah, I should have played that first. Oh well, back to them. Behold the Multiverse. Scry 2, draw 2. They put both on bottom, Hallowed Fountain shocked in. Fable just gets countered, so first things first is well, if I just swing here and this goes in successfully, then I can Helix them and they're dead. All right, so combat, swing, trigger, get back the Epicure, trigger, and then damage. You're at 3. All right, Helix time. All right, we won. And then same thing, we bring in Duress, Grasp, Go Blank, Liliana, Shieldred, Invoke, get rid of Kalidas, go for the throat, Heartless, push, and 1 Epicure. All right, submit. All right, double hand disruption plus Liliana. That's a keep. And Go Blank. Man, this hand's so good against them. All right, Duress. What is this? Invasion of New Phyrexia. When it enters, create X 1/2/2 Knights with Vigilance, and it flips into a Teferi when you attack it enough. Do I care at all if they play this on turn 2? I guess maybe later in the game they might be able to haul attack it. So take it, I guess. I really doubt they'll just play it on turn 2, but and you can foretell this. Maybe I just take Behold the Multiverse. All right, yeah, take Behold the Multiverse. Back to them. If they want to play this on turn 2, that's fine. Yeah, they're not going to. All right, Thoughtseize, taking the invasion, and play Locthwain. Back to them. Field of Ruin. Gets Kahir into their hand. All right, so is Go Blank or Lily better? I guess Lily's better. Play Lily, plus I'm going to discard a land. They discarded Kahira. Back to them. Hallowed Fountain. All right, plus let's discard Blood Tithe. And let's try to Go Blank them. They exiled Fabled Passage, so they still have Teferi in their hand. All right, Field of Ruin, blow up Mutavault. Yep. So this was obviously dumb of me. I should have taken Teferi and Invasion, not Invasion and Behold. Nico Eris. What is this card? Up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked. Whenever that creature deals damage this turn, return it. Or deal 2 and to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn, or make a shard. What do these shards do? Sack this enchantment, scry 1, then draw. Well then. All right, so Dusk Legion Zealot. Trigger. All right, well, land plus Liliana, and then back to them. Why do they have 2 shards? When it enters, create X shards. Oh, for the X, okay. Galta and Mavrin. Castle. Another castle. I can't ever play this, so unless I draw Sorin, it's a dead card. But if I discard it, I can get it back with Olivia. But I only have 2 Olivias in my deck. All right, combat, attack Nico. I'm just not going to plus, I don't think. Let's just pass to them. Sack the shard. Sack the shard. They bottomed 1 and topped 1. They're passing back to us. All right, well, Sorin's the hit. Sorin is a hit. Play Sorin. Minus Sorin. Put Galta Mavrin into play. Plus Liliana. Opponent discards Make Disappear. All right, go to combat. Swing with the Zealot. Trigger. Make lifelink vampires. Oh, they're not attacking? Is the other one attacking? The other one's attacking. Okay. Wandering Emperor. So then make a samurai block this for free. Yep. All right, back to you, opponent. Tapped land. Invasion for whatever amount this is. For 3, make 3 guys. Okay. And then make another dude with the Wandering Emperor. Sure. All right. Voldaren Epicure. Trigger. That kills the Wandering Emperor, right? No, it doesn't. Oh, Kamano's the one that hits everyone, right? So let's see. I can minus to make them sack a dude. It only triggers if I attack with something else as well. I should definitely attack them. So the only question is, what else am I doing? I'm definitely edicting. So, well, okay. I'm going to draw with Castle Locthwain. So let's do that. A land. All right. So edict you. Then combat. Attack with Galta at them. So no blocks. Oh, I could have Lily ulted too. I'm just like screwing up all over the place, aren't I? All right. Well, let's Helix eating Epicure and kill a token. Then back over to them. So I have 1 blocker to stop their invasion from flipping. Sacks the shard. Bottoms it. Plays a land. +1 counter on this dude. They're all attacking Sorin. Man, they cannot make up their mind about what they want to attack. 2 at Sorin, 1 at Liliana. So Sorin's dead no matter what. So let's block the one that's at Liliana. All right, pop the blood. Discard this card. Shieldred's pretty good. So if they have another Wandering Emperor, they can exile Galta. So let's just... They have 7 toughness, so if I edict them and they don't have it, then they're dead. But if they have Wandering Emperor, then it's a problem. All right, so let's plus Liliana. Oh, I know they're dead to Shieldred either way. So let's plus Liliana. Discard Galta and Mavrin. Discarded Make Disappear. All right, so Shieldred, then attack them. Yeah. All right. So yeah, obviously I should have ulted Lily, but we still won that. On to round number 3. Sometimes I just get tunnel vision. I just kept thinking like, oh, do I plus or edict their guy? It's like, oh yeah, I can just -6 here. All right, we're on the draw for round 3. Hand solid. Keep placing a Giganta deck. Steam Vents. All right. Blight Step into Thoughtseize. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It is Transmogrify, so we'll take Transmogrify. And then back to them. Blaze Island. All right, well, this tapped and go. Stormcarved Coast. Back to us. All right, play Fable. We're getting countered, or they're just cycling the Shark. They're cycling the Shark. Volcanic Spite. Wait, are they targeting their own Shark? What? The Shame Scoop. Misclicked. All right, is it Creativity? Duress, Go Blink, Liliana. I basically approach this as the same way as a control deck. Invoke Despair, Shieldred. I don't think the correct game plan here is to try to eat the tokens. I'll never be able to keep them off tokens forever. However, whatever they are going to hit, which they're playing Gigantha, so it can't be Gear Hulk, so I assume it's Atraxa. I can kill that with these removal spells, so I keep these in. So then so Kalidas is out. So then the only question is what else is going, and I think it's just, again, the 2 Epicures. All right, run this. Well, we have Olivia. Nothing to do with it, though, but this hand's good enough to keep. So we will keep it. Tapped Steam Vents. I was inclined to play Mutavault into Black Cleave, but we actually don't have a swamp for this, but we're not getting this online until way later, so let's just do Mutavault. Over to them. Although if all they do is just play land, hold mana up, then I doubt we can activate it into attacking them. Yeah, so that being the case, I'm going to play Black Cleave instead of Castle so that if they play Fable, I can go for the Throat the token. Impulse. Storm-Carved Coast back to us. All right. Well, let's go for Sorin. It is countered with the thing that makes a token. All right. Do you have Transmog? Land. Yep, there's Transmog. All right. Is it Atraxa? Yeah, it's Atraxa. Wow, that revealed like their whole deck. What else are they running? Yeah, pretty stock. Basically what I expected. They only took Mirrex and Volcanic Spite. All right, so yeah, I can just kill this. Are the might tokens that Mirrex makes artifacts? They're artifacts, right? Yeah, so let's go for the Throat. This. Play Mutavault. Which one's the tapped one? Which one's the sick one? Newly controlled. Tap this for colorless. Activate Mutavault. Attack for 2. All right, back to them. Mirrex. So let's just drop Sorin into play again and get Olivia back, even though I can't do anything with it. All right, play Sorin. Immediately resolves. Minus Olivia. Combat. Otawara back to our hand. If I play Blood Crypt right now, yeah, so let's play Blood Crypt right now and just hold up Heartless Act so I can Heartless the Mutavault if necessary. Although Volcanic Spite can just shoot Sorin, so they can just kill it whenever they want. Volcanic Spite, sure. Puts a card back. Land. All right, let's try again. Let's play Castle Locthwain. Sorin. Minus. Put out Olivia. And then combat. Swing with Olivia. All right, play Dusk Legion Zealot. I guess once again I should have played that beforehand. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just thought they would definitely not. Okay, they're not countering it anyway. They're just cycling Shark Typhoon. All right, trigger this. Another Dusk Legion. All right, pass turn. So they can kill Sorin. If they have Transmog, they Transmog. Whatever. Sorin die. And then no actions. All right, Thoughtseize you. Volcanic Spite on Olivia. So they have multiple burn spells right here. Fiery Impulse on Olivia. Thoughtseize still on the stack. Take Impulse? Why didn't I just cast Impulse? Play another Dusk Legion Zealot. Trigger. All right, let's just hold open Castle now. So I can't attack because they just animate Mutavault. Although if they animate Mutavault, I can kill it, but I don't want to do that. I want to use Castle. So let's just pass. Play Stormcarved. Shark attacks. We go to 12. All right, activate Castle. Going to 10. Another Dusk Legion Zealot. And another land. All right, so play land. Play Dusk Legion Zealot. Trigger Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So let's go to combat. Swing with the vampires. Animate Mutavault. All right, I'm going to shoot it. Destroy creature with no counters on it. Blow up Mutavault. And then hit you. All right, 13. Play Fable. There's also the option to hold open Heartless Act in case they transmog. But again, I just don't think they'll ever transmog with open mana. So it'll just keep passing back and forth over and over. All right, well, there's transmog. They also were like hellbent anyway. So they had to draw transmog basically off the top. So they found an instant and a land, basically. Volcanic Spite, Riverglide Pathway. Go to 7. We have to immediately find an answer for Atraxa. Drew another Fable, so we will bin that. Takanuma, I can Takanuma, and then I don't have enough mana to do anything. So we'll just play Takanuma, and then activate the castle. Galta, which I also can't do anything with. All right, I guess I was just supposed to hold up Heartless Act. We also drew absolutely horribly that game. Like, it kind of looked fine because our opponent wasn't doing much, but we drew absolutely horribly. We're just now in turn, like, 13 or wherever we are, drawing Fable. All right, run back the same thing. All right, this is fine. Keep Urborg, Duress, take Transmog, or flip this. I guess Transmog. Yeah, Transmog. All right, back to you. Island, back to us. So let's just play Dusk Legion. Problem is they have these spells open that we just have to jam shit into over and over, like jam our stuff into over and over, and then they just die. So I have to what, like jam Go Blank into Spell Pierce next turn so that Flip the Switch doesn't counter it and make a token, because I'm not doing anything else otherwise. Hive of the Eye Tyrant, plays Lava Glide. I guess I can just animate Mutavault and just start hitting them. So animate Mutavault, combat, swing, swing. All right, play Hive, go. Stormcarved Coast, back to us. So animate Mutavault, go to combat, swing, swing. Fiery Impulse Mutavault, sure. Take one. We will play Blood Crypt tapped and pass. Steam Vents with nothing. All right, so combat, attack with the Dusk Legion Zealot. I guess play Blood Crypt tapped and then back to them. Finally plays Mutavault. All right, just keep attacking. Swing. Animate Mutavault, and then we attempt to kill it. So they can flip the switch this, which if they do, it resolves and then we Go Blank them. All right, Mutavault dies. Take 1 to 14. I cannot overemphasize how absolutely miserable it is to play against the Is It Creativity deck. It feels like you're playing against Splinter Twin, where at any moment they can just untap and kill you. Everything's instant speed, and then at any moment you can just lose the game. All right, so they don't have Flip the Switch open anymore, so I guess this is when I try to resolve Olivia or Fable. I don't know. They have Spell Pierce. Olivia isn't actually even that good on this board, so maybe I just resolve Go Blank. Let's go to combat first. Swing. All right, attempt to Go Blank them. Let's see if they discard Spell Pierce. They did, in fact, discard Spell Pierce and Flip the Switch. All right, well, I can't just pass without doing anything, so let's play Fable. Make Disappear, sure. All right, they have one card left in their hand, and then another card drawn for turn. Back to us. All right, let's attempt to play Olivia. Or do I even do... Yeah, let's attempt to play Olivia. Olivia. Flip the Switch, and they get the token. The Decay token can't block, right? Yeah, so attack with the Dusk Legion Zealot, and they can't crew this. Yeah, so swing. All right, back to them. Steam Vents tapped, and back to us. All right, Invoke Despair. Black, black, this one, this one. Should you hold 7th land in case you draw Fable? Nah. All their spells are based on taxing me, so I don't want to hold lands if I don't have to. All right, so, yeah, play Dusk Legion. I'm going to hold Takanuma, obviously. Trigger, Fable. All right, swing with the Zealot, and then it's back to them. Mirix. All right, Galton Mavrin. I can just animate Hive, and this is 5 damage, and then I can't play Fable, though. So, oh no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play Takanuma, play Fable. So I guess I can do both. So animate Hive, and then go to combat. 3 mana. No. Combat. Swing all. Hive trigger. I guess I target this Flip the Switch. I don't know. Are they cycling Shark Typhoon? X is 3 or something? Cycle Shark Typhoon. X is 3. They still can't trade with this. They can just block Zealots. Impulse our guy in response before it's exiled the thing. Sure. And then they can chump or they can just block as Vampire. All right, play Takanuma, play Fable. So no matter what, discard Galta next turn. They pass back to us. Fable triggers. We discard Galta, and that's it. So if I play Olivia right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I play a land, it gets around Make Disappear, sort of. They can obviously make a token and sack it, but it sort of plays around that. I don't know. So play Olivia. They can just go like Mirix, token, Make Disappear, casualty the token, and then we can't pay it, but at least the Might token's off the field, I guess. All right, it resolved. So attempt to go to combat. Bankbuster, they're drawing now. Why not try to draw in response to Olivia being on the stack? Cycle Shark Typhoon. Swing all. Triggers. Olivia gets back Galta. Make a treasure token. Get Galta back. And I think they're dead. Like, I don't see any way around that. All right, 3-0. On to round number 4. All right, we're on the play for round 4. This hand is fine. Keep this. Man, if we're playing against Nykthos, this hand's so good. All right, pass to them. We're not playing against Nykthos. Skirk Prospector. All right, Fatal Push that. Then Black Cleave, Blood Tithe, over to them. We still have multiple removal spells against an aggro deck, so that seems pretty good. Second Den of the Bugbear, plays Cacophony Scamp, plays Fanatical Firebrand. So if I kill this, they just ping it, and so it's 2 theirs for 2 of mine. Let's see. And if I just attack, then they just block here. Well, if I kill this, they have to sack the Firebrand in order to finish off Blood Tithe, or they have to just block it. All right, whatever, let's attack. Swing. I do need a 3rd land, but I don't think I can risk not drawing a land here and then just not being able to play anything this turn. All right, so play another Blood Tithe, then back to them. 3rd land, so it's Rakdos Goblins. Fable the Mirror Breaker. I probably will just kill their Shaman. Yeah, we really, really need to draw land. So pitch Ghalta. Voldaren Epicure is also not very good. I don't want to pitch anything else here, though. So let's kill the Shaman, then play Epicure. I guess I could have pitched Epicure. This is fine, though. All right. Although, if they're on Rakdos Goblins, that means they have Chain Whirler, so maybe they just kill this. Yeah, maybe I just should have just pitched that to the Blood. Yeah, I should have just pitched that to the Blood. They discarded Fireblade, Blackcleave Cliffs. If I find land Sorin, game's over. Shocking in another land. Skirk, Fireblade Charger. And then they only have 1 card left. Swinging with the Firebrand. Sure, I'll block that. That's fine. Block. Man, do we need to find a land. Okay, what am I binning here? I don't want to bin Olivia, but I don't want to bin removal or Fable either. All right, I am doing what? I'm going on their turn, Blood, bin, probably just Olivia. I don't know. No, not bin Olivia. Bin one of the removal spells or Fable, and then push the Fable. So pass back over to them. So Reflection, another land. Oh, they can animate Den of the Bugbear now. All right, animate Den of the Bugbear. Beginning of combat, let's just kill that. Kill your Den. I guess let's bin Fable. I don't know. It's so iffy. Like which one I should bin. I guess let's bin a removal spell. Ugh, I need another removal spell for Den is the issue. So I'm definitely cracking a Blood token. I guess I don't need a removal spell for the Den that badly. So let's just kill one of these. Let's just get rid of one of these. All right, get rid of this one. Oh, it comes in tapped? Okay. All right, now it doesn't come in tapped. I think it's still more important to kill Reflection than it is to play Fable here, so let's just kill Reflection now. All right, over to them. Battlecry Goblin? Ugh. Apparently I should have held that. We need to drop Sorin, like, right now. So even if I get Sorin, this is not actually lethal, because this is only 15. Oh, wait, no, the Ghalta doesn't trigger. How much is this next turn? I can block this and take 2, 4, 6, 8, and more. Oh, no, I'm just dead, actually. All right, discard Olivia. All right, we're dead. So, sideboarding. Lily? Hidetsugu, Boat, Extinction Event, Ritual of Soot, Shieldred, Cutting, Thoughtseize. These guys that just hurt me are kind of bad. And then Epicure. All right, run that. Well, that ain't keepable, so mull that. That is very keepable. Put back a Blood Crypt. Blackcleave, Voldaren, go. Den of the Bugbear, Skirk Prospector. Do I kill that? No, I can wait. See if they play like Battlecry or something. So swing with Voldaren. Over to them. Blood Crypt. Battlecry. All right, let's kill this now. All right, land, Sorin, drop Ghalta. Well, bamf. And then attack with Voldaren Epicure. Ghalta, make a lifelink guy. Then back to them. They technically can get out of this if they have Chain Whirler plus touch. All right, they don't. Yeah, kill Sorin off with the Fanatical Firebrand. Shock in a land. All right, are they just going to Chain Whirler? No. Black, black, red. Call of the Death Dweller, both of these guys. Oh my god, and the Fanatical Firebrand gets Death Touch, and they can Death Touch the Ghalta. Disgusting. This says Menace? All right, play Fable. And then just pass to them. Snoop has land on top. Plays a tap land. All right, I'm not going to discard anything. So let's go to combat and attack with the Shaman. Trigger. All right, play Shieldred. Proceed. Has Cacophony Scamp on top. Cacophony Scamp has Leyline of the Void on top. All right. Tap land. So they can pump once, but their attacks are bad. Another Battlecry Goblin. All right. My attacks are also bad, though. So yield to Shieldred. And then Fable flips over. I can keep attacking with this Shaman. That attack's fine. So attack with the Shaman. Make another treasure. And they go to 7, and then we'll play another Fable. And then back to them. Rundvelt is on top. All right, Rundvelt, and then Skirk is on top after that. Another Skirk on top. All right, they finally bricked after 3 draws. They can sack one of these to give everything haste. All right, they're sacking Cacophony Scamp to kill Reflection. Yeah, and that triggers Runevelt, fixes the top of their, gets rid of this from the top, and then they just have this land now. Activates Battle Cry. All right, how much damage is this? They're actually capable of using Skirk Prospector to sack more things to make Shieldred die in this exchange, so I have to be careful about what I'm blocking. Yeah, they make 2 goblins that are 2/2s because of Runevelt. How much damage is this straight up? It is 8, 12, 15, 17, 19. And then if they sack both of these, it's lethal, so I have to block. If I block with Shieldred, they're capable of sacking 2... They would have to sack 4 things to kill Shieldred off. That's fine. So Shieldred is going to block the Skirk Prospector, and then what else? So Shieldred blocks this, and they go sack here, and then it becomes 6, 12, 6, 11, 16, 21 exactly. I have to block 2 things. All right, so block here and here. So 8, 11, 13, sack both of these. That's 17, sack both of these. Oh, I actually have to block more. Jesus. All right, absolutely nuts. So 8, 10, sack 4 things. That is an additional 6 coming in. All right, so block like that. Yep, sacking. Runevelt triggers. Runevelt triggers. Fireblade Chargers on top. Snoops on top. So we go to 9, and then they can play this Fireblade Charger. And they can sack this to immediately deal 2 damage to kill my Shaman token. Yep, sacking another thing. What do they have in exile here? They have a Snoop that they can play. Play Snoop. All right, Shieldred, trigger, resolve this. At this point, I will discard the Fable. I also need to gain as much life as possible with Shieldred. So discard the Fable, trigger, gain more life. So if I attack right now with Shieldred, Shaman, this is a 3/3. The problem is this freaking Battlecry Goblin is just killing me. All right, Blood, get rid of this. All right, Fatal Push it is. So if I push the Snoop, they have 2 blocks, right? They block Shieldred, and they block the Shaman, and then they take 3 from Mutavault plus Voldaren Epicure, and then they die on their draw step. All right, so Fatal Push Snoop. So animate Mutavault, go to combat, swing with everything. I guess they can technically kill Shieldred by sacking both of these to activate Battlecry Goblin, but then they lose their entire board. Although Runevelt has what in exile? Nothing, right? So it's just the Runevelt that they're drawing off the top, plus this one. All right, so we won that. That was hard fought. I think it's just the same thing. Just run back exactly the same thing. Yeah, all right, submit. Kalidas is actually even better in this matchup than Shieldred because all of their Skirk Prospect sacking makes zombies. And it prevents them from reanimating stuff with Death Dweller. This hand's real slow, but the Extinction event makes up for a lot of it. Almost all their important goblins cost 2. I'll keep. Fanatical Firebrand, we take 1. Huh. All right, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, go. Second land, Runevelt. All right, so I can play Mutavault to bluff block this, and then we'll pass here. Another land, untapped, Skirk Prospector. Runevelt. Yikes. Well, I'm not blocking that. Man, that's rough. They've got a really fast start here. All right, we take 5, go to 12. Liliana is our only play, so we go Liliana. Then Edict You. Sacking the Fanatical Firebrand. Exiling Mountain, and a land. Okay. If they go land Battlecry, we're dead, actually. Or just actually Battlecry kills us, because Skirk Prospector can sack things. Okay. Den of the Bugbear tapped. So are they going to ignore Lily? I guess they're going to ignore Lily. All right. We go to 5. Super rough. I can actually still just lose. So I can go Extinction, choose even. These die. And then if they just have another land next turn, they just animate Den and we're dead. So the alternative is to play Shieldred and then we're dead on the board. I can play Blood Tithe and animate the Mutavault and then I have 2 blockers. Let's say I do that, right? I go Blood Tithe, animate Mutavault. They can, even if they don't draw land, they can just go sack Skirk, make Den attack, and then I have to block Den, and then I block one of the Runevelts, and I take 5, still take 5, and I'm dead. I'm actually just dead. So I'm only not dead if I Extinction event here, and they fail to draw an untapped land. All right, so let's plus Liliana, and we're gonna discard Gulta, or maybe I just discard Blood Crypt, I don't know. Yeah, discard Blood Crypt. Discarded Black Cleave. All right, and then we go Extinction event. Choose even. I guess they can sack before this resolves just to see what's on. because they know I'm going to choose even, right? So they can just sack one of these. Yeah. So double triggers, Black Cleave, second one, Blood Crypt. All right, resolve this. It's just got to be Runevelt, right? So even. I guess no. Okay, so if it's not Runevelt, yeah, it's got to be even. All right. I don't think it matters that much, but that is what I'll do. 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana. Another land. Oh, okay, so they just got the mana for Den of the Bugbear, so they just have it. All right. Yep. Well, unfortunate. Our first loss going into the 5th round. I mean, I felt like that hand was okay. Like, they don't always have a super fast start. They have to have a lot of things come together, but, you know, double lords will do it. All right, we are on the draw. We have 2 Galtas and no way to cheat them in and nothing else really going on, so let's mull this. All right, double Thoughtseize Sorin, pretty good. What am I binning? Is it actually the Blood Tithe Harvester? All right, let's put back Blood Tithe. Plains into recruitment. All right, well, now I wish I had Blood Tithe Harvester. There's at least the other land. So Thoughtseize, gotta take Thalia, and then they have double 1-drops next turn. Yikes. All right, take Thalia. Pass back to them. Iganjo, Kythian, Dauntless, and then all these Thoughtseizes are taking us so much damage. The Kythian even gets to flip. It's just nuts. All right, Thoughtseize, take Dauntless, back to them. The Kythian's a 4/4 with Indestructible, so even Kalidas doesn't block it. Just stupid. All right, so this flips over. They at least get to play Hopeful Initiate here. All right, they're out of stuff. This can force an attack, right? Yeah, so stupid. Okay. Land, Sorin, minus, put Kalidas into play, go. If able, so if I, oh, it becomes a 4/4. All right, what are they doing? Oh, activate recruitment. Giant Killer, it's 4 power though, right? So if I pump this, then this kills it. Heartless Act can't shoot this either. I guess I can remove 3 counters from it, but then it's still alive. Why would you attack me with everything? Why not just attack me with just Gideon? And this one. Swing, training. All right, I guess let's keep Sorin alive. So block here. I gain 3, take 8, so I'm at 3. And then I have removal next turn and a zombie. All right, damage 3, zombie. Okay, so I can go Blood Tithe, Helix, shoot Kythian. I can just attack Kythian, right? Or Gideon, right? I attack Gideon. I gain 3 more life. Kill Gideon off. Then what am I doing after that? Play Blood Tithe, Shock in, Heartless Act. Cannot plus this or else the Giant Killer kills it. I can also Helix the Blood Tithe Harvester if I want. That does gain me more life than just having it as a blocker, I guess. Although that means that they can just put 2 creatures at Sorin and then Sorin will die. All right, go to combat. Attack Gideon. So Gideon dies. Play Blood Tithe Harvester. Triggers. Let's get Recruitment Officer off the board. So sack this vampire. Shoot Recruitment. Then shock this in and go. Oh yeah, I forgot I get another zombie because I killed the creature. Right. Animate Mutavault, plays Giant Killer. I think my opponent's just completely messing this up from their side. They could have had a way better go of it than this. All right, block here and then Heartless Act the Mutavault. So we trade off here and I make another zombie. All right, Dusk Legion Zealot, trigger. I'm going to Helix, eat this one, kill Giant Killer so they can't tap my guy down. And then, yeah, all right, so we win that one. And then I want Grasp, Rending Volley, Hidetsugu, Boat, Shieldred, Soot Extinction Event, Thoughtseize out, Dusk Legion out. Voldarans are actually fairly good at blocking random X1s, so I don't think they're out. Like, I don't want to cut any of this, but I also don't want to cut Sorin or Fable, and I also don't want to cut all this stuff. I guess drop a giant thing into play is not as useful when your opponent is playing Ossification and Brutal Cathar. Therefore, I should probably cut 2 Galtas / 2 Olivias, or just like one of each. These guys are also, like, you can just put them into play and then block X1s, even though they lose life. Nah, it's fine. Let's run this. I guess it's also possible that they, like, Invoke Despair kills Ossification, and if they board it into Wedding Announcement, it kills that too, but I think we're okay. All right, this is keepable despite Galta being in the hand. So keep land into Hopeful Initiate. Well, Voldaren Epicure doesn't block that. And we drew another Epicure. Epicure, trigger go. Mutavault into Thalia. Also doesn't block that. All right, Hive, Blood Tithe. Go ahead. Also doesn't block Thalia, but I can block Hopeful, or I can just kill something. Lieutenant. All right, swing, and that trains. So I still have no good blocks, so we'll just take the damage. Ooh, Sorin dropped Galta. All right, so kill Thalia. land, Sorin, minus, drop Galt on the board, combat, swing, make a vampire. All right, do you have the removal? They do. Deck and Stone. They can send both at Sorin to kill it. All right, I guess I'll trade with Lieutenant now while I can. So then Sorin dies, Lieutenant dies, back to us. We drew another land. Well, I get to draw with the clue. All right, draw with the clue. Blood Tithe. Yeah, drop Blood Tithe. And then attack with Voldaren Epicure. So I can shoot Hopeful Initiate next turn maybe, or something else. Another Hopeful Initiate. Attack, we go to 11. Ooh, the boat. All right, so kill this. Shock and Blood Crypt, play boat. Boat your Hopeful, swing with Epicure. And then I can literally drop 2 Epicures, crew it, and boat another thing. Adeline. Can't boat that. I can crew the boat, though. So let's see. Mutavault and Hive also crew the boat, so it's probably worth using the Bloods to try to find something else. Blood, get rid of Voldaren. Galta. What else would I play here? I would play Shieldred if I found it, or Kalidas. Blood, discard Galta. Yeah. Ritual of Soot. I feel like I should try to get more value out of that before playing it, so let's just pass and then crew Sky Sovereign. All right, pass over to them. Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay, sure. Makes Adeline indestructible-ish. Thalia's Lieutenant, and then that makes it big enough that this doesn't work. All right, so if I crew the boat now, they can just save it, and then the boat dies. I crew the boat, I block, they'll save it, and then I untap Ritual, kill everything. But then I don't have a boat anymore. Alternatively, even if I crew the boat and attack it on their turn, and shoot this on their turn, then they just sack it and keep Adeline alive, so then I can't soot the board. So I guess I have to just crew Sky Sovereign and block, and then soot next turn. All right, so animate Mutavault, crew the boat, and that grows, and then we block Adeline. Really? They're not saving their guy, they're just going straight to damage? Okay. Blood, get rid of the Voldaren. Alright, soot the board. Play Blood Tithe. And then I'm going to hold this land, I guess, for the Blood or Fable. Over to them. Wedding Announcement. Blood, discard Blackcleave Cliffs. Not actually very helpful. Alright, animate Hive, I guess. Can I even race them? They're dealing 3 to me, I'm dealing 6 to them. Alright, animate Hive. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Hive trigger, I don't think it matters, but I'll just eat Adeline. All right, play this tapped, and back to them. Invasion of Gobakon, take our Extinction event, and then they can flip Invasion immediately. Yikes. At least Extinction event gets around the array, and they drew a card. All right, Kalidas is pretty good. Does this care about cards or token? If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die. All right, so Kalidas, and then, sure, let's animate the Mutavault and attack them. Combat, swing here. All right, they're at 5. We have a really good blocker. Coppercoat Vanguard, animating Mutavault. So I can't block this, but I can block this. Just swing with the vault. All right, so damage. They make another human, and the array triggers their guys. So I can... Oh, I'm out of blood tokens, so I can't even use this to kill anything. So if I Extinction on even, it kills everything, and they still have a Mutavault, and it costs me all my mana to do it. I can sack Blood Tithe to Kalidas to make it really big, and I can do that at instant speed. So how big's Mutavault? It's a 5/4 with Coppercoat in play. All right, let's play Fable. Fable pass. Another land, and they're playing what? Activate Mutavault. Oh, it's a 6/5. Oh, because of Wedding Wedding Festival. All right, what are they attacking with? Just that. So this becomes a 5/6. If I animate Mutavault and block here, or if I just double block, then they're forced to pop Light Shield Array to keep it around. Yeah, let's block here and here. And then if they pop Light Shield, then I just eat my Blood Tithe and Kalidas becomes a 5/6. All right, I'm fine going to damage if you are. All right, we get a zombie, Mutavault goes away. Should I just eat the Mutavault right now? And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana left, so I can still Extinction event if I need to for whatever reason. All right, so animate Mutavault. I don't have any good attacks either is the problem, so I would rather animate and sack it in combat. All right, back to us. Fable triggers. Another Fable. I'm not discarding that. So let's play another Fable, and then pass it back to them. Another land. Activates Ardenvale in the main phase. Why? Swings there. I don't think that's going to work out the way you think it's going to work out, my bud. So block, activate, sack this. Pops Light Shield Array, sure. So So then our guy becomes a 5/6. We bounce. I gain 5 life. We drew Rending Volley. Excellent. All right. So Fable's on the stack. Reflection flips over. No using of the Fable. And then Rending Volley or Copper Coat. I make another guy, and now I can bash them with... They have to block this, and let's see. So they have to block here. So if I animate Hive and also swing with the Goblin, then they have to block the Goblin to not lose. All right, so animate Hive, go to combat, swing, 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 make a treasure, and eat, I don't know, something. Has to block, has to block. They lose both these guys, and we gain a bunch of life, and then it's back over to them. Why main phase the castle? Why? All right, we won. We went 4-1. Deck felt pretty good. So it feels like basically it's kind of like, it feels like playing Rakdos mid-range, but instead of generically good cards like Bone Crusher Giant, Graveyard Trespasser, etc., you're playing this like big vampire plan with Sorin, which again is, I guess, less consistent in that you have to assemble these. And if your opponent has an answer to Galta, then it's like not as good value as if you just played, I don't know, Graveyard Trespasser or something, but is much higher upside when it does work. So that's basically what the deck felt like. I don't think I would make really any changes to it other than, again, it's a bit wonky that there's like 3 of these, 3 of these, instead of 4 of each of them, but I guess that makes sense. But yeah, the deck felt pretty good.